Hi there guys, and welcome to this multiplayer video for Rome 2 Total War. CA released their multiplayer video, finally, the Let's Play thing on the Creative Assembly channel, and there were some really cool things about that. It talked about many things. Overall, the video wasn't too informative, but the first thing they talked about was the quick match game mode. So I guess you can think about this like kind of like the match-made battles in Shogun 2, where it supposedly matches you with people who, you know, have the same ranking as you, and maybe you're the same place in the ladder, or maybe you played, you know, a similar number of battles. Didn't really talk about too much about how the selection process happens, but this is what they said was going to be their competitive game mode. It's gonna have 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, and 4v4, and it's only gonna be limited to land-based battles. So yeah, not much, I guess, has changed from Shogun 2, but they didn't really talk about the specifics. I would have really liked, you know, to hear about how does the veteran system work. How does, you know, how did they change the multiplayer from the Avatar Conquest-based, you know, general and unit upgrade trees with the clan tokens and stuff to Rome 2? Where does that step in? I would have liked, you know, to hear more about that, because that's what the competitive scene really cares about. The second thing they talked about was the custom battle. Now this is really exciting. Previously, custom battle was really classical battle in Shogun 2. It had land, naval, and siege, and that was about it. You know, you chose the clans and you got little bonuses. I'm sure all of you have played it, but this time around they've added six, let's count them, 6 more game modes. They talked about ambush, river, coastal. They also had fortified assault and unfortified assault, and I guess there's like 1 or 2 more. The only thing we really saw was the unfortified city assault, which really reminded me of, you know, Rome 2, the siege assault without the walls, where you had to kind of defend the city with the central square acting as the capture point. But we'll see, I guess, more about that in the future. So I think the most exciting feature for me was how you picked the map that you were playing, you know, the battlefield. And I don't know if you heard previously, but they said that the campaign map is basically mapped directly onto a battlefield. So wherever you are on the campaign map, you get to play that, you know, if you have 2 army engagements. Well, in multiplayer, it seems that you're going to have the map entirely as well. And you'll be able to choose locations on the map to pick for yourself. I found that really cool. You can save favorites, you know, save nice little locations. You can play famous locations like, you know, the cities, like the capital cities like Rome or Carthage or whatever. Or you can, you know, go play the River of the Nile. So they've added some kind of like, I guess I'd call them iconic sites that you can go play as, but they've also added the entire map. So you can go around, you know, mess around, find some really nice places. And any matches that you have in quick match and in custom battle, they'll show up in a history for you, so you'll be able to access them and save them, and then hopefully play them later. So I thought that was really cool. As I said previously, CA also showed off a little bit of their unfortified city assault with 2 players. I think it was Pontus and Parthia. And, you know, as I was watching them play around, I picked up a really cool option, which was, you know, they dragged some units, they held it, and it was almost like a drag and drop on your windows. And, you know, the formations were kept intact, and the units just kind of, you know, slid to another location on the battlefield. I think that's really going to be handy when you micro your troops, because, you know, before you had to group them, and, you know, you had to put them in a group and move them to one place together, and then ungroup them to give them commands. So I think that was a really cool thing to kind of help you keep your formation. It's kind of like alt move in Rome 1, where you hit alt and you move and they kept the formation, but now you actually see a silhouette on the battlefield as to where the units were at, which I found really cool. Sadly, we didn't see too many close-ups. When I heard Parthia, I was like, yes, I'm gonna see some cataphracts, yeah! But I didn't get to see the cataphracts, which is kind of a bummer. Another really, really cool thing, at least I think it's cool, was I saw this, you know, this section of the multiplayer gameplay where they picked an archer unit and they hit kind of like a special ability, and I'm guessing this is gonna apply to almost every unit in the game. I'm just throwing guesses around here, I could be wrong. But basically, I heard, you know, the units say steady your aim. So I think each unit is gonna have like this sub kind of micro ability that allows you to kind of improve their behavior. For example, for the archers, he said steadier aim, so I'm guessing you get a little boost to accuracy, you get a little boost to firing speed, and maybe with Cav, I've heard before or saw before the trample thing, which allows you to do more damage on the charge. So all these things I think are really interesting because they add another layer of tactical complexity to the game, which did exist in Shogun 2, I'm not gonna lie, but in Shogun 2 they existed in the form of veteran upgrades. When you played Avatar Conquest, you gave your Yari Ashigaru stand and fight, for example. I don't want to see that in Rome. I don't want to see units that have abilities and then have you be able to unlock the abilities as you gain up in level. So yeah, I'd really like to see the units just hold on to their basic stats and allow these little mini abilities to really control how some fights turn out to be, and maybe give you a little bit more of an edge, as opposed to the unit itself leveling up and becoming a lot stronger. Overall, I think CA did a good job with this multiplayer Let's Play. They gave us some insight into how things are going to be happening in the future, but I think the main points, or the main concerns maybe, of the multiplayer community, at least the competitive side, weren't really answered. I really want to hear more about the ladders. I really want to hear more about how matchmaking actually works, and I really want to hear about the tech trees and how your unit upgrades, and how do you maintain that, and if that even exists, because a lot of commentators, players, both on high and low level that I've talked to, really didn't like the veteran system in Shogun 2, and felt that played a really big part in kind of killing the multiplayer scene down towards the end of the last breaths of Shogun. But overall, it was a great video. I'm glad CA finally released something, and hopefully we'll get more information in the build-up to the release. Rome 2 releases on September 3rd. I hope you guys enjoyed this little vlog update. I know I haven't posted anything on the channel the entire summer, but don't really have anything here to record much with, except this video camera. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Remember to leave a comment. Tell me what you think about the multiplayer video. Do you think CA did a good job? How do you feel about certain aspects? Maybe I even missed something. Shoot me up with a comment, like the video, it really helps, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.